Hey, good morning, Patrick the Okie Shaver. It is Saturday, July 11th, pretty sure. I want to share a shave with you this morning. Stuff I picked out. I watched Dave in Kentucky's video this morning. He was using Sir Henry's shave soap, a different splash he used, but and I'd already decided to use Sir Henry's last night or whenever I decided. But today we'll be using Sir Henry's Quartet, which is their barbershop offering, and it's one of my favorite barbershop scents. It's kind of medicinal. It has a lot of rosemary to it. I was a tester for this when it came out. I don't know how many years ago it was, but ended up buying a set. Or I may have been given this set. I'm not sure about that. Either way, but I did a couple of reviews for them on some stuff. Two sets that they came out with one summer, and they're both great. Every product that I've used from them has been really good. There was one I didn't like the scent, but it performed well. But they're inexpensive. You know, I saw the other day they have there's 3 or 4 different pucks you can buy, and it's like a bargain. They don't smell bargain, they don't perform bargain, but the price is bargain. They're like a little over $12 for the puck and about that for the aftershave. And I can't remember what free shipping is. Pretty reasonable, but to get a set for $25, $26, pretty reasonable. Yeah, that's all I was going to say. I do have a giveaway that I'll talk about here in a little bit, but I'll go ahead and go through the other stuff we'll be using. This is a golf Bakelite. Here's the box it came in, and this came from Michael Domisch. He lives in Hamburg, Germany, and I talk to him a couple times a week probably. Good fella. He'll send me reels of his beautiful Hamburg, and I don't really want to send him anything from Muskogee too much because it's not nearly as pretty as Hamburg is. But Muskogee is home, so here we are. The brush we're using is a AP Shaveco brush, white over red, cream over red, however you want to say it. I think it's got a 26 millimeter synthetic in it, and we'll be using a Gillette Nacet, which is my blade of choice. So let's go ahead and well, hold on, I don't have anything set up yet. Let me go ahead and get my blade in here in the shaver. And as you can tell, this is, or I'll show you in a minute, this thing does put the bend on the blade. She's a slant. Here's what she looks like. I used this 3 or 4 times after he sent it to me, but I don't remember what it shaves like. I know it shaves well. I just don't remember how aggressive it is or efficient it is. I think it does fine and efficient, but I don't think it's uncomfortable is what I'm trying to say. I think it's a pretty comfortable shave. I hope y'all have been doing well and had a good week and all that good stuff. I didn't look up the scent notes. They may be on this tub. I know, hold on a minute, I'll look. Hope you've been getting good shaves. What have you been shaving with? I've been trying to shave 2 or 3 times a week, at least with a straight razor. Been thinking about touching my own razors up, doing a little research on that. Reached out to a few people. And no scent notes. This one's got a few scent notes on with it or to it, so usually it's just a couple, you know, pretty simple. And Sir Henry's is in St. Louis, Missouri. One of the fellas who owns Sir Henry's he's a jeweler. Dominic, he's a good fella. I've been to his shop and talked with him in person and had more than a few conversations with him on a line. Met him at a Southwest Missouri Shavers meetup. That's been good, and I don't know how long ago. 2016, 2018, something like that. Dave this morning used Kentucky Rain. It's bourbon leather and rose is what those scent notes are on that. I haven't used this scent in a while. I don't know why. All right. Hey. And from what I could tell, what I read, golf started in 1909, but this is Bakelite, and I think it was made from the 20s through the 50s or something like that. Let's start off here. First pass. I shaved mostly at night this last week. I was out inspecting bridges. We try to get out earlier and beat a bit of the heat. So it's somewhat easier to shave in the evenings. I don't like it, but I kind of do it because it helps me get around better in the morning, or I can get around quicker in the morning, I guess I should say. I know last year, Dave in Kentucky, if you don't watch him, you should. Very informative guy. And I say this every time I mention him. If I can remember, I'll put a link to his channel in the description of the video, and I always forget. But I know Dave did a giveaway for Sir Henry's last year, I think, and gave away, or had whoever won give him the the set that they wanted, and he bought it and sent it to him, which I thought was pretty darn nice. Something I've thought about doing. I may do that in a week or two. But Sir Henry's post shave is some of the best post shave feel I've used. It's one of my favorites. All right, here we go past two. I was off last Monday, and we ended up going camping Sunday after church, just overnight. Took my boat down and ran it for a while. It ran good. Couldn't catch any bait, so we didn't put out a line or anything. We were going to put out a trot line or some limb lines or something, and couldn't catch any perch or shad, so we didn't put out a line. No sense putting out a line if you got no bait. Someone last week in the comments was asking about head shaves or something. I don't shave my head. I've not done it. It's not that I haven't thought about it. I don't really have enough hair not to not shave my head, but it's not something I've done yet. I do cut it with my clippers with no guard. That's how I usually cut my hair. So I don't think it'd be too awful much of a stretch to knock the rest of it off with a razor. What's the worst that could happen? All 4 hairs not grow back. or what. No, I'll probably cut the far out of myself or something silly like that. All right, before we go into this next pass, I want to give away this last part of that presidential set, I think is what it was called. But it's JFK from Strike Gold Shave. It's Penhaligon's, I think is, and I like it. I don't remember which Penhaligon's it is. But in the comments, JFK, if you're interested in this giveaway, and I will draw for it as, you know, like next Friday or something like that. Also, this is one of my favorite barbershops, and they also have one called Island Estate that's a bay rum, and it's hands down my favorite bay rum. Man, that's a good old shave right there. Okay. Man, nice shave. Frank Home Cup with Seattle's best Post Alley. If you like a dark roast, it's excellent in my opinion. Anyway. Quartet match and splash. Man. This isn't, it's liquid, and it's not a gel, but it's not an absolute just splash either. Very soothing post-shave stuff, I'm telling you. Nice stuff. Let me recap and get off here. How about that? We're up to 20 minutes. Good night. I'm not nearly that interesting to watch for 20 minutes. All right, so today we used Sir Henry's Quartet barbershop scent. Love this stuff. We used the Golf Bakelite razor. Thank you, Michael. I like this one a lot. It means a lot to me to have it. And then we used the AP Shaveco synthetic brush. Don't forget about the giveaway. And I'll get off here and let y'all go. Thanks so much for stopping by and sharing your time with me. Lord willing, we'll see y'all next week. Be careful and safe out there, and we'll see y'all then. Bye.